Another day of mass cancellations and repeated delays. Passenger numbers on heavy rail were down 40% as commuters heeded warnings to stay at home. Those who didn't have that luxury also had to contend with wind and driving rain.
From Parramatta to Lidcombe, it's meant to be like a 5-minute trip. It took about an hour and a half.
It's taking ages to go to work. It's very hard for me today.
I think it's about time something got done about it.
The Premier agrees. He was watching the chaos unfold while on a short break and says he's dismayed.
That's a joke. It's a mess. The situation's intolerable. A major international city's public transport system next to rendered useless.
The government's pay offer is 15% over 4 years, including a super increase. Chris Minns says it could take weeks for workers to vote on that proposal, and he's not prepared to wait. So the government's asked the Fair Work Commission to end the industrial action and settle the pay dispute once and for all.
Endless industrial action that smashes the New South Wales economy and makes life unbearable for families in New South Wales is intolerable and cannot go on.
Why did the chaos happen yesterday? Because of the ruthless bastardry of the union and the failure of the Premier to take any action until now.
The Rail, Tram and Bus Union has described the government's legal action as desperate, accusing it of failing to negotiate properly.
I support the union.
It's not just about them, it's about the community. We need to get to work.
The Premier says he respects the Fair Work Commission and wants to wait for the final outcome. But he hasn't ruled out asking the federal government to use its powers to end the industrial action.
I can completely acknowledge the frustration of Sydney commuters with this ongoing dispute and the disruption to the travelling public. I know that if I was in Sydney, I'd be feeling pretty pissed off. The government says it'll consider offering refunds as compensation for the chaos.
What would the refund even look like? A couple of dollars per person? Maximum, like what, $10? I don't think it's worth it.
There's a higher priority for most commuters, trains and timetables they can trust. Nick Dole, ABC News, Sydney.